And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Check 6 guy. Joker, 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 Joker.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson steps away to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. There he goes left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. Room here to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the screen pass.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
Hey, alert. Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Dwayne Eskridge there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught at the 5. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works, and they get the 2 instead of 1. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Right there. 54 Mike. Not today, you aren't. Not today.
Stafford on first down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day.
To the air again, Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Check 56. Watch for flood. Watch the flood.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 119 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams add on to their lead. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Wilson out to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 88 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson gonna throw for it. Steps away. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll roll him out right. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They go play action now. Wilson. Buying time to his left. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. Good footwork at the 30. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Wilson. Flush to his right. That's taken in by Eskridge, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Again, Wilson dancing to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he won't be able to get the throw off. He's sacked. And you have to wonder why they went for it there. It remains a tie game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one to the left to Higbee. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Stafford going to give this to Akers. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown. Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Reed. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Wide, get wide.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's do this.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
51.
Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's it. Big hit.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Mike Bulletti. 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Second down and goal. Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stafford rolling to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That's out to the flat for Akers. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Right there.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Rams have got it back. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here we go. 56.
To throw again on 2nd down, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays. And they're going to sack him again, the 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. On the return is Brandon Powell. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Now Wilson. He's got it at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford escaping the pressure right. Again, he targets Kupp, and this time he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And my goodness, another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not only...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
25, check 25, check 25. 36 power.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now it's Wilson rolling to his left. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
You can't stop me.
Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know you feel that.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm coming after you.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Hey, easy. Tuck.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. Flush to his right. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Out of the gun, Stafford. They'll roll him out right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for two more often, that makes sense. But there, I still like going for one, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct, but I'm understanding how the game is starting to change, and we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for two all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
Flushed out right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Forced out to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Check. 51's the mic. Hey, alert.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson steps away to his left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 44, Stafford, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Good, 4 down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. 2nd and 20.
Hey, alert. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Seahawks on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Watch a slant.
Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf.
Showtime today, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone. It's 2 points and also a 2-score advantage as the lead swells to 9. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 33 yards. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Stafford's going to try and throw for it, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Reed. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Here's Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got
looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Stafford. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And my goodness, another and oh, he coughed it up. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color?
It got his man complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 65 yards. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Blesson Austin. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
On 1st down, Wilson buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Flush to his right. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Stafford looks to throw again. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Playing success in this game already, 2 touchdown catches, but that was a very dangerous throw. But you have to understand, with 2 catches already for touchdowns, they're going to try and force it to him at times as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson leaves it for Penny. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Wilson escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Now a first down throw, Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford flushed out right. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A big play coming now for the Rams as they'll go for 2.
Come on, D. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here I come again. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Silver. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Wilson eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had.
56. I got it.
Stafford on first down. Rolling to his right. It's caught. Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Stafford here. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Here's Reed. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down.
He's checking. Crash. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Wilson wants to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back. He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles,